What's up, you pencil neck geeks? Welcome to the world famous Comedy Store. This is the Store Horsemen podcast. This is your boy, the Darkitect, speaking. To my left, the returning, thank God, Golden Pony Tony Hinchcliffe, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, good to be here, everybody.
How was the road, man?
It's been chaos. It's been nonstop. Australia, so much fun. I fly out to New York tomorrow, but I'm here for now. I'm excited to be here.
Right on. Whew. Chaos indeed.
Still the champ, right? I'm the champion.
You are.
Correct?
You are.
I've had the belt this whole time.
Yep.
Don't forget who your champ is. Look, I'm a real champion, all right? That's right. I don't come to all the jabroni shows. Only the big ones like Storecade.
That's right.
It's coming.
Speaking of jabronis, what's up, Josh? How you doing?
Oh, hey, guys. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Sweet, that's the Savage Stash, right?
Sensational Sherry shirt, which is great from Savage Stash. Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to the Savage Stash. That shit's hard.
I thought it was two different shirts, and so when I opened it, it was just one shirt. I'm like,
You
God
wanted-
damn it, I
you-
got gypped on the shirt.
You wanted the Scary Sherry on the
Yeah.
back? No, it's
Yeah,
just
but
one thing.
it's all in one design. So in the dark, this design glows, and I was like, I thought I got
Nah, man.
gypped.
So what's up, guys? Any news lately? Anything going on that we should talk about?
Chris, you really pissed off someone. Okay.
I did?
Yes.
What did I do?
Okay.
What do you think you did?
I did what I always do.
It's been a lot of ruckus. I'm getting messages while I'm in Australia.
Yeah, I got a lot of messages. I'm sure you got.
I got messages today.
Yeah. I got a lot. I got messages, but what? I don't know what you mean. I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything.
Nope. I do what I always do. I host the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like I've been doing it for 2 years. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I mean, would you hear something, Tony?
Yeah, I heard you were acting like a real jabronski.
I was?
Yeah, dude.
I
I
don't
know
know.
what side you're on. You're on the side of hip corporate disorder.
Am I? I'm
You're
a
an
civil disobedience.
Yeah, you
Disobeyer?
are. You are.
Okay.
You are. And
Why?
you know what? I don't think this is any surprise, but I'm on the geniuses side in a lot of the stuff on a lot of the weird stances that you took. You're coming across as aggressive.
I don't think so. I mean, I've been hosting the show for 2 straight years. Have I not?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
feel like
So
we
what
kind
is
of
that?
co-hosted with you.
Of course.
Right.
I mean, you move it along. It's great. But
That's-
what are you talking? What does
right.
that have to do with anything? Since when do you brag about this?
I'm not bragging. I'm saying that's my job
right.
to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
So when any one of you
Uh-huh.
states an opinion,
Yeah.
and it's a bonkers opinion,
Uh-huh.
do I not usually say, well, what do you mean by that? And we have a discussion?
Right.
Okay.
You have never had a discussion on anything I brought up.
Well,
you just immediately moved on.
I mean,
Okay.
Wow.
You just move
right,
on.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's how you keep the conversation going. You want it to go somewhere, you know. And in this particular case,
I mean, Eddie's a smart guy.
sort of.
He's got good taste. This is a guy that, and I'm not saying you're not smart and that you don't get it. I'm
Sure.
just saying you both do, but
That's right.
we just come from 2 different schools of thought on a lot of wrestling
I
things.
totally-
And I almost always agree with him, and I almost always think you're talking a bunch of malarkey.
Well, that's been the dynamic of the show. But the thing is, when we disagree, we can go back and forth,
What did he do?
and we get passionate.
What did he do?
Well, that's why we call him the evil genius, right? Because instead of having something to say, he just went tactical with it. Like, when an argument's occurring, it's happened plenty of times on this show. We interrupt each other, we get passionate, we get worked up. We usually end in a funny place. But to say out loud, oh, well, if you let me finish, and then start getting, like, defensive, it's like, my man, we do this all the time. This isn't a new thing, my dude.
Also, remember the last thing he said before he stormed out, like a 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That because he is in the ring with these guys, he automatically knows more about wrestling than
he tried
us.
to big time. Which
Tried to flex, and we know how big time works with Johnny.
yeah,
okay?
100%.
See, I
Rey
think
Mysterio, not Rey Mysterio.
I tend to
Pentagon.
think you guys lean a little bit more toward. I mean, like me, I hear that and I hear, oh, this guy has experience, right? He's not just a hipster mark.
He wears bow ties.
Oh, I mean, but he also, I think with his head and his facial hair, like he sort of has to wear a bow tie, right?
I mean, I get
Can you
it.
picture him just walking around in a t-shirt? He looked like we'd think he was a cancer patient.
100%.
Cancer patients don't wear bow ties. That's a fact.
Hey, man.
Wait, is that a fact?
Yeah, because bow ties, they give you width. You know what I'm talking about from like a fashion perspective.
I know what you're talking about. I can tie a bow tie,
Yeah.
but I don't choose to wear one every single day of my life.
Come on.
The ironic thing. Go ahead.
Bow down to
Josh.
the bow.
I'm
He
saying
needs to make those
he does.
t-shirts.
He
bow
really does.
to the bow.
Oh, I can't wait for his wrestling podcast. Just 3 hours of rambling nonsense.
Isn't that what every wrestling podcast is?
I'm
though?
glad you said that because a lot of people are being like, well, you guys can't argue opinion. What? Well, that's what the podcast is, right? Like, we can't deconstruct the nature of conversation just to be like, just because we don't feel like being argued with at that
me
moment.
And Johnny have been arguing about making a WWE porn site.
Absolutely.
For like ever.
Uh-huh.
We need real porn with wrestlers. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And new shit to jerk off.
And the ironic part about it all is before the tantrum about, I referee these matches and I talk to these wrestlers that you guys watch, he got caught trying to say that I made a point that he made. And you and Johnny had to go, no, Eddie, actually you said that. And now you're arguing against it. And that's my whole point. The guy talks in circles, and if you're going to fill up that much airtime, you got to have something to say. I know that's a weird stance to take.
Do you think he's gonna start his own podcast and like episode 1 will be 3 hours of why Pyro's no good?
Of course. Of why the Fiend was no good, which was one of his takes.
No, it's not.
That is exactly what he said on this
What do you
podcast.
mean
That
the
he said
Fiend is
that he
no good?
wasn't moved by the SummerSlam entrance. He said
The
that.
SummerSlam entrance?
Yes,
Wait, is that when he debuted?
that's correct. And you guys argued about it.
I mean, yeah, there's a few funky things about him. I mean, he hasn't seen Pulp Fiction, so I literally can't take anything seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm on his side in this.
I didn't want him to.
What do you mean he doesn't? He said the thing about the pyro too.
Yeah, he doesn't get the importance of Pyro.
Jesus. Yeah, there's a few. There's definitely a few.
I feel like
screws
we're
loose.
slowly moving Tony to the other side.
But look, a few screws on a ship the size of Titanic's nothing,
I understand. And
But
I didn't want him to leave, but look, we get in each other's ass, not in the way that like you and Matt do, but like when we get in each other's ass about dumb.
Yeah, when me and Matt get in each other's ass, we don't go, we come.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a gay joke.
And so whatever. Let's get back to having fun. How about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what's fun?
What is fun?
I've watched the first 2 episodes of NWA Power.
Yes.
And it's so fucking good.
Dude, I plugged it last week.
Nick Aldis promo work is so fucking good, and I get it. It's in a studio. So what?
Yeah.
It fucking looks good. It has that old school 80s vibe, which is refreshing.
Yeah, Tony, before you go, what sort of VHS UHF was the weird alternate channel when we were kids. Remember you had the VHS and the UHF?
Yeah, 2 options.
Yeah, before you ask what
Left
sort
or
of
right.
bizarre DirecTV channel 384 you can find NWA Power on, it's on YouTube. So Billy Corgan has put his weekly wrestling show on YouTube.
Smart.
And it's like episode 1, and there's an actual title to the episode.
Yeah.
So it's like
So this just started?
Yeah, it's episode
It's
3 or 4.
Episode 4 came out yesterday.
I mean, God help them if the content's good, they can beat anybody.
And it's
this
50,
is what I've been
it's
saying
58
all
minutes.
along. Is
Great.
like, it's funny because if it was on channel 584 Bibbidi Bop, we'd never know about it. We would never find it. Cable sucks. Everything sucks.
Well, dude, because people are so excited, like, oh, Impact is moving to Access TV, and I'm just like,
good luck.
Yeah, I
finding
mean, that's not much better than the other channel they were on. I don't even know what channel that was.
Spike TV, was it?
It was on Spike for a second, but then it was like on, not Encore.
I feel like nothing that starts on Spike TV ever ends well.
Certainly. Remember when WWE was on Spike? Remember when Raw was on Spike for a while?
Was it?
No, it was on TNN. My bad.
Oh yeah.
By
the way, Johnny's in the chat for the Facebook video.
Yeah, he texted me,
and he wants to know that he tried to big time you and why that made you so upset.
The same way Pentagon big timing you and Arash from formerly from the LA Times, now on ESPN, big timed you. It's come on, you don't fucking big time me. We're all a bunch of fucking jabrones. Well, we're all a bunch of marks, that's for sure.
But yeah, check it out if you haven't checked out NWA Power is great.
And
That promo that Nick Aldis did on episode 1,
fantastic.
is one of the greatest promos I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it not only put him over as the champion, it put over every fucking star they have and the entire company.
Yeah, I really think you'd like it, Tony. It's Jim Cornette on the commentary.
Whoa.
It's
making some racket with his racket.
And every classic Ric Flair, he's in a suit holding the belt at the studio desk promo. That's how it's formatted. So it's you do a match and then the winners come to the table and cut a promo and then they move on. It's very no, this is sports.
I love that.
These are men fighting. It's not sports entertainment. It's pro wrestling. But they're completely in on the fact that yes, this is outdated, but that's the point of what's happening here. You know what I mean?
By the way, that
really
belt also looks gorgeous. I
you
never
never
realized
seen that belt before?
I never realized how gorgeous that belt was.
That's great.
And then when
Yeah.
seeing it in a full HD quality,
Yeah.
compared to the 80s stuff,
100%.
it's god damn it, it's a gorgeous belt.
So fucking Billy fucking Corgan, man, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, and it shouldn't be surprising because he was very instrumental in when Impact was starting to get a little recognition back when the Broken Hardy stuff was happening, and they started to build a bit of a little cult following there. That was a lot from Corgan's creative influence,
Wait a second. What?
Oh my God, Chairman, we missed you. What's up, man?
You mean to tell me? Hello, good to be here.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm on Eddie's side in all of this,
Of
by the
course
way.
you are.
You mean to tell me that there's another wrestling organization popping up?
Yeah, it's the one that you sort of that was the first one you put out of business there, the National Wrestling Alliance.
Well, how do they get back?
Well,
What are they on YouTube?
Yeah, the lead singer.
Plug me in.
Well,
Who's responsible for this?
it's the lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone knows how to put on a live show, it's the Smashing Pumpkins.
Also, why do you have white hairs in your mouth, Chairman?
Well, I've been playing with someone's dog lately. The other day, someone's dog found me in the back of a car. I wasn't plugged in.
Oh man, we can't let the chairman loose.
A dog put me in her mouth. This is the type of life I live.
You're
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
I was smashing pumpkins over Linda's head the other night.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
What
I was
the-
walking to the bathroom middle of the night.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have to pee because I don't pee.
Yeah.
I didn't have to poop because I don't poop.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sleeping because I don't sleep.
That's true.
So
I've
I
heard
walked
that.
to the bathroom to rinse off my face because I was doing push-ups in the bedroom when I should have been sleeping, and I tripped over a pumpkin.
What?
Yeah, I fell. I tore both of my quads.
Who could have put the pumpkin there?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I stood up, holding myself up by the rail, and I said, "Who the fuck put this pumpkin here? Who put this pumpkin here?" And I hear, "Oh, I did, Vince." And I said, "Who is that?"
You don't
Speaking
recognize
from
your
my
wife?
bedroom. Who's this intruder?
That's
It's
true.
me, Linda, your wife.
Oh, I thought that was Trish.
Mm.
And I grabbed that pumpkin and I smashed it over her head.
Yeah. That seems totally reasonable there, Chairman. I get it.
Yeah, well, now she's in a coma.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, so I've been making out with Trish Stratus.
Vintage Chairman. Vintage Chairman.
Well, I just want to say, Billy Kerrigan,
Yeah.
I wish you all the luck in your endeavor. Sure is easy running a goddamn fucking billionaire company. This is the exit.
Oh, God. Well, there. I mean,
he's crazy.
he's out of his mind. He's pumped up. And, I mean, look, he should be, man. There's been a lot of chatter this week, especially. I feel a little bit overblown. I know I'm the guy that's usually, well, fucking the ratings say this and that, but Friday Night SmackDown had to be preempted for the World Series, right?
Yeah.
And so they ended up on FS1 this week.
on cable.
And
so.
I mean, pulled in a disastrous 800,000 number for the ratings, which is the lowest in SmackDown history.
Yeah. That makes total sense.
About like
though.
half the projected number that they were projected to do this week, even with the move.
That's crazy.
But again, over stiff competition, the World fucking
Yeah.
Series, changing channels, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
FS1 is literally we're talking the reason why Fox works is because it's not the smartest people. That you immediately have access to. On top of everyone else,
sure.
The main benefit of being on a main network is that's the channel that they had on to find out that you were on there in the first place.
Yeah. Well,
so like getting to FS1 for the people that they got, because what was an average SmackDown on what's the old channel that it was on that people knew it was on?
USA.
Right.
Yeah, they were a little bit over 2 million.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
On when? What was it? Tuesdays?
Yeah, on Tuesday Night SmackDown.
They averaged 2 million.
About that.
God, what a crazy business.
And I mean, but that's why I say I don't think this number means a whole lot until we see the number for next week's SmackDown, because I mean, it's been tough. First episode, like 4 million. Second episode, they lost a million viewers, 1.1 million viewers. Then they lost another 500,000 for episode 3. Then this episode was 800,000 total. So it's just kind of like, I mean, they've been in steady.
That's gonna deeply affect next week's numbers too.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I want to see what it does next week, because then that'll tell us if the numbers have leveled out or if they've just continued to plummet.
I can tell you right now, it's not going to level out next week. It'll level out the week after that. Yeah. They'll have better numbers. This week, they'll get everybody back on a storyline or two.
Yeah.
And the next week after that, they'll flex something.
Especially with Crown Jewels coming to an end, being done.
Yeah,
they can actually focus all on the storylines within the wrestlers that's on SmackDown. And which they should have done altogether. I've said this last week.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel is not part of the canon. So they shouldn't be wasting time to promote matches for that. Because that's mostly for the people in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
It's not for us. It's not getting subscribers to the network. It's not bringing in new people to watch wrestling at all.
Yeah, and it's one of those things.
Tyson Fury's not bringing boxing fans to watch wrestling, I feel like.
Right.
And
I think that's kind of been the problem with SmackDown since it started on Fox, where it's like, okay, I think they've been flexing. I think I said this before on the podcast. It feels like WWE is flexing their advantage over AEW, not their quality, where it's like, we can sign Cain Velasquez. We can bring in Tyson Fury. We can, you know what I mean? They can do all that stuff. Tyson Fury ain't going to fight over an AEW. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cain Velasquez, for as much as his rap so far has been, I love wrestling and I would have loved to compete in AEW, not when Vince McMahon is signing a fucking check. You know what I mean? Coming from the UFC. And so AEW can't bring those people. And the ultimate checkmate might be coming on Friday because they've been teasing the fuck out of this CM Punk announcement so far.
What have they been showing on the show?
Well, Renee Young said that they're doing a major announcement on SmackDown concerning WWE Backstage, which was something that has been reported that Punk auditioned for. Punk in his own Instagram took a picture, or Instagram or Twitter, Instagram story, where he took a picture of a Fox Sports microphone rap and just put LOL. And so there's been all these like teases about them announcing that he's been signed for this. And, it just totally didn't go the way of AEW. People were almost certain that he was going to sign. Shit, I was almost certain that he was going to sign with AEW. But all his talk has been like, they're fucking texting me offers and they're not professional. And he views it as like the minor leagues, but which makes sense, right? Like he's in his early 40s. He was the number one star in WWE at one point. Why would you go backwards if you're him?
Well, the thing with him is I don't think he wants to wrestle. So he doesn't care about what's cool and what's hip.
Right.
If he's going for this backstage job, that's because he wants to end up. You know what he wants to end up doing? I'll tell you right now. he wants to be the fucking Fox Sports guy for the Cubs. He's a fan.
He's a big Cub fan,
and he's a hockey fan.
Mm-hmm.
This is his way of living his new dream and really shoving it to Vince by becoming a big time. That you start backstage, you work your way up.
Yeah.
He wants to be Joe Buck.
Well, the interesting thing about it has been,
Guarantee it.
in all his interviews, his stance on wrestling keeps softening. Like before, it was like, nope, never, not gonna do it. Then even at the AEW event, Starrcast, he's like, well, I wouldn't not talk to Vince if he made me an offer. You know what I mean? And like, oh, I'm older now. Like I can't hold hard feelings against them. Blah 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 blah.
It always never takes any time.
Yeah,
start
totally.
to get over it.
And then
You hate the attention until you don't have it anymore.
Exactly. And then even Triple H, who was the main guy he was butting heads with, just recently said, the never say never speech, and then was asked what Vince McMahon thought about it, and he said, hey, Vince, for all indications, is open to it, him coming back and wrestling. So it's just one of those things, man. It's like Bruno Sammartino, who destroyed the WWE in every interview ever since the 70s, basically. The Ultimate Warrior, who had nothing but horrible things. They made a DVD of the Ultimate Warrior, the self-destruction of the Warrior, talking about how shitty of a wrestler he was and how much worse of a human being he was than wrestler. And then now they got the Warrior Award. They put him in the Hall of Fame right before he died, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, man, this is something I think that we've agreed upon on this pod. At the end of the day, if you're going to be in the annals of history as a professional wrestler, you need to work for Vince McMahon's company, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I love Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega cannot be in the conversation for greatest of all time unless he has a WWE run, in my opinion.
Can I just say I'm switching sides? I'm on your side.
Chairman,
now.
Thank you.
Welcome to the XFL.
You think I play football because I'm black?
You don't?
No.
Hey, Chairman.
You're fired.
I never started.
Hey, Chairman. What are your thoughts about that shirt you made for Jordan Myers?
Oh my God, we were getting into that soon.
Hey, what did I do this time?
Oh God, please.
I'm sorry. I had to bring it up.
Please pull up a picture. Okay.
Oh no,
Chairman, we're gonna get your take in a second.
Well, tomorrow's a new day.
Yes, it is. Okay, so that's the other issue, sort of, that's been going on in WWE, which I have no idea what to make of. Okay. I saw Jordan Miles in NXT Superstar. He is of the he is a fucking Tony.
Wait,
That's
the shirt?
Yeah.
So
What the fuck is that?
he goes on Twitter and he posts a picture of the shirt. He says, if this was Triple H and Vince McMahon and WWE think of me, represents me as a WWE superstar, then it's a slap in the face to all African American superstars who come before me. Because at first glance, not even at first glance,
That's immediately what I saw was a mouth with teeth.
it just looks like it could be misconstrued as blackface. It's a dark black background, big red lips, big white fucking teeth that spell out his name. The whole gimmick is that he smiles a whole lot like Apollo Crews.
Oh my God.
And
So he's playing the entire race card.
and he was really upset about it, and a lot of people
Race card? Is Grash Holly here?
and a lot of people joined in, and WWE so racist, and bringing up the Booker T situation with Triple H, the fact that there have been how Kofi's title reign came to such a disappointing end, all this stuff. But
I really messed up this time.
you think so?
No!
Of course.
You're damn right it's blackface.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? It's hilarious. It's Black History Month. Have a sense of humor.
No, it isn't.
It is to me. It's always Black History Month to me. They're a thing of our past.
Oh my God.
Well,
So are these shirts going to be for sale at King of Spades?
you're damn right. I've been adding a lot of names lately.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like who?
Damon Wayans the third.
What? Is there a
Yeah,
Damon
there's
Wayans
about to be. He's on the way.
Okay.
I got the scoop. Damon Wayans Jr. got some girl pregnant on the road.
Wow.
That baby's coming and it's signed to the XFL.
That's an exclusive take right here.
Can we consider that a scoop the melts?
No.
Yes. We just recently signed Tiffany Haddish, King of Spades.
Amazing.
Wow. Look at that. Both of them have sore backs right now.
Who else?
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a white guy.
Well, his name's my name too. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of you.
Yeah.
George Witherspoon.
George Witherspoon?
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's John Witherspoon.
Is George Wallace and John Witherspoon had a fucking baby?
The chairman just thinks they all look alike.
Yeah. He just merged two old black comics. George Witherspoon. That sounds like the special guest of every sitcom ever in the 90s. And special guest, George Witherspoon. Oh, God. That's amazing.
Cain after the fire will be a king of spades.
Oh, my Lord.
Undertaker's parents.
Yes.
They qualified because they're ashy.
You're right.
All right, well, back to you guys.
So I don't know what to make of this, you know. Look, usually I'm ready to be the racism watchdog, roof. But Jordan Miles' explanation of how this came to be is sort of baffling. It's like, first he presents it as though he never saw it. Then it comes out from the WWE that, oh, no, he approved this image before it got printed. Then he says, well, yeah, I saw it, but I saw it on a white background. I was uncomfortable with it, this, that, and the other. And then Triple H apparently really wanted this to happen. And then when he approached Triple H about it, Triple H said, well, I was under the impression that you approved it.
Yeah.
So how the fuck did it ever come out in the first place? If you never,
Is it lips? Is that what it is?
it's supposed to be a smile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a smile.
So
I'm with Booker T. It's just an ugly fucking shirt.
Ugly shirt,
there's
and
no
I-
doubt about that.
Yeah, it's just a horrible shirt.
It's an ugly
Horrible.
shirt, and I bought 4 copies of it.
Did you really?
I'm
No.
buying some.
No, they pulled
don't
him.
buy.
Oh,
You're
they
not gonna
pulled
buy
him?
multiples.
Yeah, they pulled him immediately after he tweeted about it.
God damn it!
I don't.
want the shirt.
WWE says no. None of the shirts were sold with that image. So,
So what you're saying is like in the middle of Africa, there's just a bunch of African kids wearing Jordan Miles shirts.
I don't think any of those got even printed. It's probably like a T Fury kind of thing where you just print it and then it happens when you order it.
You know my favorite thing about the new Jordan Miles shirt
What?
is hanging it.
Oh my God! You son of a bitch.
God, good one. Vince, you nailed it. You're the best. Let's go work out.
Yes. Someone plug him in, please. So I don't know what to make of it, man. It's hard for me to believe that it got this far without him saying, "Fine, print it." And I get corporate pressure and pressure from up above and all that other stuff, but it seems like his stories are a little bit contradictory to himself and blah blah blah. At the end of the day, I just think this is what happens when there aren't enough diverse people in a creative process, because bottom line, someone should have caught it, regardless of if he approved it or not. Someone should have been like, is this the best look for this shirt? You know what I mean? And it just feels like it's that kind of blunder. I don't know. I don't think I can almost guarantee no one in creative was like, you know what? Let's do a goddamn Jigaboo shirt. You know what I mean?
It's frightening. That shirt is unbelievably bad.
Yeah, it's
Apparently, what I read was that Triple H, I believe, made the pitch that the shirt is teethy,
yeah.
and made that as the pitch of why it's a good shirt for him.
Triple H, the guy who defeated Booker T after telling him that people like you shouldn't be the world heavyweight champion.
Well,
Nappy-headed.
He said that?
He did say that.
was he wrong?
Oh, goddamn, Josh.
Was he wrong?
Wrong.
know.
I don't know if he
Was
was
he
wrong.
wrong?
There's no two Wongs don't make a right.
Ali Wrong?
Ali Wong. So that's the Jordan Miles situation. I don't know, man. I don't know. Did you watch any Dynamite, Josh? Because I didn't get to it yet.
I watched some of it.
What's
I
going
kept
on?
flipping channels.
Talk to us.
We have new tag team champions.
Who made it happen?
SCU.
Really?
Yes.
They didn't go Lucha Brothers.
I guess Lucha's not really under contract with them, so they have to go SCU probably.
Interesting. Well, it's interesting that they didn't go with the Lucha Brothers, who are, in my opinion, the #1 tag team in the entire planet.
I would
Yeah.
probably have to agree. They're great. They fucking were amazing in this match.
Yeah. Consistently amazing.
I can't believe they're going to be at Storecade November
I was gonna
23rd.
say, do you
It's
know
just
where they're gonna be
unbelievable.
amazing?
It's unbelievable.
Right here at the world famous Comedy
In the
Store at
main room.
motherfucking Storecade.
With all of us. If you listen to this show, you should be there. It's going to be a goddamn party.
Yeah, they're gonna frog splash Matt.
November 23rd, right here, the world famous Comedy Store. For the first time ever, a live wrestling ring is going to be built in the main room. One of the most iconic stages on the entire planet for comedy. It's going to go down here in the same tradition of Andy Kaufman, who wrestled matches here over 30 years ago. We're bringing it back. Legit superstars like the Lucha Brothers, like Brian Pillman Jr., like Joey fucking Ryan, like Lucha fucking Saurus, like Marco Stunt, like fucking Priscilla Kelly, who's joined the fucking
Yes.
situation. Come on, yo. If you don't know these names, you're missing out, okay? Like, we're talking AEW superstars. We're talking about former WWE superstars like Enzo
And David Arquette.
and David Arquette, former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, going to be in the building, all
true.
doing battle under our fucking home turf.
That's true.
No, who?
Unbelievable.
Do you know who also performed in the main room before?
Who?
George Witherspoon.
George Witherspoon, his spirit will be overlooking Storecade, excuse me. No copyright infringement there. Dude, tickets are limited.
Did you say George Witherspoon?
Yeah.
George Witherspoon.
And tickets are moving fast. I got to tell you, you are going to be very sad if you miss out on this. So go to www.hollywood.thecomedystore.com. Get your tickets for Storecade, November 23rd. Live wrestling. The Store Horsemen doing live fucking commentary. Gonna be a party. Gonna be a blast.
And we have some surprises.
We
still.
certainly do.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, what the fuck?
That's right. Guess what, everybody? I'm going to tell you something right now.
Speaking of surprises, welcome back to the heavyweight champion of the world, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Been a long time.
Yeah.
I've been up there eating grapes, drinking the wine of victory, my friend.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you still the champ?
Well, I've had some tough competition lately.
Is that right?
Yeah, the other day I was hanging out middle of the ring,
Mm-hmm.
just doing some working out, doing some P90 X-Puck. Yeah. And next thing you know, what music? Lights go out. Completely black arena.
No,
Blacked out.
Yeah.
And guess what music comes on?
what music?
The theme to Family Matters.
Is that right?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, who's this gonna be? And then the music stopped. And then the theme to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came on.
Oh my, what?
And I'm like, oh my goodness, who is this gonna
These are
be?
classics.
And then that music cut out. And then I heard the theme to The Cosby Show.
Oh, wow.
And then Blackish. Everybody Hates Chris, The Bernie Mac Show.
Wow, that's a lot of things.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that show.
House of Pain.
Yes.
All of us.
Okay.
The haves and the have-nots.
Wow.
Malcolm and Eddie.
Deep cuts.
The Carmichael Show.
Oh, yes.
Meet the Browns.
That's a lot of. This is the blackest
Are-
lineup.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing.
Oh, you talking about King of Spades?
My brother and me.
Yes.
And then, moving on up
Uh-huh.
to the east side with deluxe apartment. in it.
Jesus.
Yeah. And John Witherspoon walks out.
Wow. Pops from the Wayans Brothers.
Oh.
You said no Wayne's Brothers.
Didn't he say Friday?
No Friday. No boomerang.
Or
Anyway.
Boondocks.
Hey, I'm
Or
not done yet.
Boondocks.
Hold on. You're stepping on my punchlines
sorry.
here. Relax. Relax, everybody.
I'll relax.
Anyway. And he came out and he had a microphone. I go, what do you want? You're already getting pups from the audience.
True enough.
And he goes, Macho Man, I want the heavyweight championship. I'm challenging you to a match.
Mm.
Friday. Next Friday. And the Friday after next. I said, how are you going to challenge me 3 times in a row? This is out of control. Who do you think you are? Well, let's just say he was in trouble on that Friday. He came in and he withered away.
Oh, man.
I spooned him afterwards. Dropped an elbow.
Wow.
1, 2, 3. I put
I had a stack of Jordan Miles T-shirts. I put over them.
You gave John Witherspoon the bang, 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 bang?
Yeah, everything that dies comes to me.
That's true. That's true. Damn.
And then after that, they wheel them out in a wheelbarrow.
Wow.
And I'm standing there,
Uh-huh.
right? And all of a sudden, I hear Middle Eastern music.
That's really.
And I think to myself, finally, the rematch against the Iron
I was
Sheik.
like,
I've
does
been
Sheik finally
preparing
go?
for this. He's been at the top of my death pool for 4 years.
Right.
And then it wasn't him. It was some guy I didn't know. And then up on the Titantron, this Middle Eastern guy's walking towards me, right? You guys know what this is like. It's your worst nightmare at the TSA.
Right.
And he's walking towards me. And I see on the Titantron, it says, Baghdadi.
Baghdadi.
And I'm like, I already wrestled Baghdadi. Baghdadi Kevin Nash. But this is...
What?
Hold on.
What's happening?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
No, Macho Man sounds a lot like John.
Wait, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, it said Baghdadi, Baghdadi.
Okay.
It was Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
The leader of ISIS.
Yeah.
Wow.
I watched some of his videos. Good
Yeah.
promo work.
Oh
Let
my
me tell
God.
you
Real
something.
heel. Real heel, that guy.
It looked like it was the House of Horse.
I would imagine.
Anyway, he came down, and I said, all right, let's do this. He put me in a terrorist lock.
No. Oh my God.
He had leverage for a while. He put me in a power bomb, a suicide bomb. It was bad. It was not looking good for me. This guy puts up a goddamn fight.
I missed you.
He put me up over his shoulders. I said, what is this? He said, the torture Iraq. He put me in a Sunni side flip at one point. I was in trouble. A Sunni side flip.
Yes, I heard it.
We got it.
Well, let me tell you something. I know how to turn the tide.
Mm-hmm.
I ran across the ring, loaded it up, hit him with a few fists. But for a while, it was a very serious situation.
Oh, okay.
Syria.
Pip.
Serious situation.
Why did I engage?
And then next thing you know, I told him, this is it for you. Drop the elbow, 1, 2, 3.
Still reigning,
Defending.
undisputed,
Undisputed.
heavyweight champion of the world,
Heavyweight
Macho Man Randy
champion of the world. And let me tell you something right now, brother. I bought an airplane ticket from the high heavens. I fly Spirit.
Savage.
And I'm coming to L.A. November 23rd.
Oh, wow.
You mark it down right now. Storecade.
Yes.
Live from the Comedy Store. I'm going to be there. I've been haunting that place for a long time now.
Damn right.
I'll see you there.
I love it.
Torture Iraq. Serious situation.
Gotta run it
Terror.
back.
Wrist lock. Baghdadi.
Oh, you like humor like that? Don't forget, we're doing a roast of a fucking superstar legend before.
George Witherspoon.
We should roast George Witherspoon.
A fictional roast.
Yeah. Don't mention that guy.
Oh, yeah. Forgot.
So yeah, man. Fucking A.
But yeah, AEW was good.
Good show this week.
SCU won.
Yeah.
What about WWE? What are we talking
By the way, we didn't mention this last week because of the craziness that happened last week.
Yeah.
JR last week on AEW with the Dippin' Dot. It's fucking great. Commentary. It's like, oh, he's hurting the Dippin' Dot cart.
JR is getting.
JR is fucking great.
He's starting to dial. He's more dialed in now. Now that he's been with AEW for a while and he like actually knows the talent and is familiar with the product. Like he's just like it's like night and day from those first few shows, and he's starting to have a lot more fun. I mean, he's even getting spicy on his fucking on his podcast because Seth Rollins did a press conference and said something to the effect about how AEW is like the minor leagues and. He's talking about Kenny Omega is like when he's ready to step up to like, the majors and, really become a superstar, which would be a main event match at WrestleMania against me, I'll be ready for him. And then Jim Ross took exception to that on his podcast and said that he thought it was like kind of a non-declasse move by Seth Rollins to sort of talk down about AEW and this and that maybe perhaps Seth will be over as his girlfriend is one day and fucking put over Becky Lynch in a big bad way.
I love that, JR.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Spitting that fucking hot barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking grill it.
God damn.
Also, fucking was great was Jericho making fun of MJF,
Yeah.
saying who wears a scarf.
Jericho
It's
listen,
fucking great.
firing on all
and with the ticket.
cylinders in AEW. I mean,
Oh, where's MJF at? He's in AEW.
Yeah, he's in
right.
AEW. But MJF is now a face and Jericho's a heel, so
Oh.
they're feuding with each other.
but what I like about MJF is that they make it very clear that he's just sucking up to Cody. Like, he's still a complete asshole, but he pretends to be a babyface whenever Cody's around.
Yeah.
And it's just like that sort of character nuance is stuff they don't really do in fucking WWE. And I mean, but everything involving Jericho and Cody has been that's always the best thing on the show.
Like today, during the contract signing, he did the with the pen, but he
Oh,
held it
up,
and
yeah.
just waited, and then when he clicked it was fucking great.
Love it. So I can't wait to check it out. I really want to see NXT this week, man. NXT made a big move. That's what I'm super curious about, because so far the story of the quote unquote new Wednesday Night Wars has been AEW's been doing a little bit over 1 million each week. NXT started off at like a little bit under 1 million, and so far each week NXT's had the bigger drop off. So they're still like beating NXT in the ratings, but the percentage of viewers they lose more of each week. NXT's sort of hanging tough where they're at. And it was interesting because NXT was just kind of running regular NXT shows. This is what we do. Here's the good wrestling. Here's the character development. Boom, boom, boom. Then last week, boom, they dropped
That
the
was
big
crazy
time
fucking thing.
Yeah, the big time angle. Finn Balor turns fucking heel on Gargano and Ciampa. He showed up on some fucking interview where he talked about how the sound guys had to play Balor's music to close out the episode because the crowd was just like in inaudible shock. They're just like standing there like, oh my fucking god! They couldn't even react. They weren't booing, they weren't cheering, they weren't anything. Like, it was such a surprise move, and like sort of the brutality that he showed Gargano in his heel turn is like nothing we've seen of Finn Balor in WWE up to this point. He's been a babyface since he debuted in NXT.
That and also like Undisputed Era has all the titles.
Yes.
And so you didn't expect someone else to kind of join them. Like,
well, yeah,
you would
I mean,
expect to have a 4-3 type match, you know?
But this is what I've been saying. It's like for Balor, like people don't remember. Like if you know about Prince Devitt in fucking New Japan. Like him as a heel was how he got his fame. Like when he formed Bullet Club as Prince Devitt and was a badass heel and just didn't give a fuck and beat the shit out of his opponents. Like that's the Finn Balor I know. You know what I mean? And now that he's not on the main roster and gets to really show it, even his explanation for it on WWE Backstage where he's like, yeah, look, the main roster is fucking, performing in stadiums and blah, blah, blah. NXT is Broadway. I'm an artist, and that's why I'm here. And like even all that stuff, I'm like, that's fucking great. Like
if he's an artist, he can make Jordan Miles a new shirt.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's gonna probably paint his body first, and we'll see a new version of the Demon and such. But I mean, as far as the main roster goes, man.
What about Shorty G?
Yeah, the demon's been doing blackface for years.
Yeah, totally. You want to talk about a toothy look? But it's just, I don't know, man. I'm kind of with you, Josh. I think it's one of those things where they're sort of handcuffed until after Crown Jewel.
This Crown Jewel's really fucked up this brand split, and
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to get to last week before we had like a full fight break out between you and one.
I
who's not
wasn't
to be said.
fighting. I wasn't fighting.
But like the Crown Jewel stuff really fucked up.
Yeah.
This entire thing, and you still having crossover between the brands, and it's like, what the fuck?
well, that's the thing.
Still.
Yeah, totally. And then that's the point I was making about the brand split. It's like, again, we're not even 3 weeks into it, and there's main feuds happening that are going across both. Like, why the balls is Rey Mysterio showing up on SmackDown? Oh, because he has to be the mouthpiece for Cain Velasquez, but he's a Raw superstar. Why is Seth Rollins, who's on Raw, still feuding with The Fiend, who's a SmackDown superstar? It's
It
just like,
doesn't matter. The only people paying attention to that stuff are who. It's like the brand split is just there is no. It's. I don't even know how to put this. Like it's
now
like
you sound like Eddie.
Well, no, it's literally like it doesn't matter. Like no one cares. It's about what they're showing. Like it doesn't
No.
matter what they said and
Look,
what it is. And
And
yeah, that brand split episode like sucked the way they did it, the fake war rooms and all that. But after that, it doesn't matter. After that event, it's who cares?
In a perfect world, wrestlers can show up on both shows.
Yeah.
It's a great show all around, like it was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
However, at this place, there's too many wrestlers. They just plain don't have the room for them. They have 2 writing teams, and if a writing team can focus on one show, then more than likely they can dial in a little bit more and make a little bit of a better product. That's my whole thing on the brand split. And even Eddie's proposed, we'll just give wrestlers time off and cycle them out. Yeah, dude, that's what cutting the rosters in half does. You don't have to show up on 2 sets of house shows, 2 sets of television tapings. That's what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
But
but
that's also why this Crown Jewel stuff fucks it up because, like, for example, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, and
Yeah.
Crown Jewel. Bray Wyatt's on SmackDown. Why the fuck would Bray Wyatt beat Seth Rollins for the Universal title? So
Totally.
he's going to take another loss
yeah,
as the Fiend, and it makes no goddamn sense. By the way, we also have to talk about the Funhouse, which was great.
yeah. The Funhouse was back this past week on SmackDown, and yeah, I mean, look, it's always great. It's never not great.
Him actually using the heel glove finally
yeah.
to bring back Rambling Rabbit.
Yeah, it was our first time seeing him actually make use of that. He brought the Rambling Rabbit back to life after they were holding a funeral for it. Even though he promptly fed him to the buzzard right after.
That's what the dog that had the chairman in his mouth.
Yeah.
It looked exactly like that.
Yeah,
So look,
that was funny. All the cotton all over the place.
I think Bray's always gonna be fine. Anytime they let Bray
That's what
just
we
do
say.
him, yeah.
That's what we said until he started losing to people, and then he wasn't fine anymore. So
Well, what I mean is, when he's left to do what he's gonna do,
yeah.
he's always gonna be great.
Yeah.
When as soon as he's plugged back into the machine, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, now you have to start doing what we have laid out.
Yeah,
It always fucks it up.
you ain't lying.
You know what I mean? This is 3 different times now that Bray was the most interesting guy in the company, and that he's had to reinvent himself
Right.
to become. And then it was just like,
Yeah, they just can't let him lose.
yeah, it's pretty.
It's been, the whole entire through line. You just can't
And then
make him lose.
And then I think another problematic, another tone deaf move that they did with Crown Jewel, especially, is why is Team Flair the heel team? At this point, isn't Flair more beloved by the fans than Hogan? When Flair shows
no,
up,
you're the only one that still holds Hogan.
No.
Yeah, you're the only one left.
You might be one of the few left.
are you saying?
Yeah,
Okay,
George Witherspoon.
if we're being
and
fair,
you're the only.
are you saying honestly that when they show up, Flair doesn't get more pops and Hogan gets a smattering of boos now? I have that fucked up?
in Saudi Arabia? Are you kidding me?
In Saudi Arabia, maybe, but I'm saying like,
Actually, Hogan should be the heel because when
Totally.
they play that American music,
yeah.
That's
Saudi
a good
Arabia
point.
should boo. Yeah.
That's a
And
good
also,
point.
Team Hollywood sounds way better than
This
Team
guy's
Hogan.
a real American.
Right, boo him.
Boo this man. Blow him up.
But whatever. That's what we're getting at Crown Jewel.
Saudi Arabians love flying things into styling
buildings.
styling profiling and jet flying into World Trade Centers.
Should we make picks?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, if you want to, I don't know if I think this should be a non-title match for me.
I
This is
mean,
Crown Jewel, but I mean, you let me know. Did you defend a Crown Jewel?
I feel like we did at all the. Did we?
I
I feel like we
I
did.
I
feel
don't think
like
we
we did.
but
Yeah.
Some
when's
of
the
them.
next pay-per-view after this?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
Oh,
honestly.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, I want to hold on till Survivor. We can make picks, but I don't know if I want to put the title on the line.
I don't think we've ever had a non-title match
Is this a-
pay-per-view.
Hey,
is
I don't
this a
think we
non-
ever
That's
have.
just because no one ever asked for it, baby.
A non-sanction.
Because even last one was a little fucking iffy. There was like 4 matches announced when we made our picks, and then all of a sudden it was a whole card that they came up with, and it was like, wait, what the fuck is this?
Every time I win.
So here we go.
All
Fuck
right,
it. We'll start with
You
it.
know what? I'll put the belt on the line.
I
don't
love
even
it.
care.
I love that. All right.
I'm a man of the peephole.
Team Hogan, Roman Reigns, Ricochet, Ali, Shorty G, who they have dressed up like a Pee-wee basketball league player. Have you heard about this? How they've changed? First they changed Gable's name to just Shorty, and now it's Shorty G. Yes, and now he wears like a baggy wrestling singlet with a big G on his stomach, and the whole thing is about embracing who you are and forget about the haters. Yeah, I'm short. I'm proud of it. Then they stand him right next to Ali and Daniel Bryan, who are his same exact size, and make it look like the most ridiculous thing to point out ever.
Wow.
Just
How many people? There's 4 men on each team.
Is it 5?
I believe. The other man is Rusev,
Hmm.
who's currently being cucked by Bobby Lashley.
Oh my
That's how
God.
Monday Night Raw went off the air. Lashley getting the better of him in a fight and making out with Lana on top of his toppled corpse, essentially.
Oh, God, that's crazy. Bobby Lashley must be loving this, huh?
What if Rusev and Lana are just swingers? And
Well-
they're the ones who pitched this entire. thought?
Well, her beef with Rusev in the storyline is that
Bulgarian beef. I love that.
he just kept wanting to fuck. Like she's literally said, "You're a sex addict, and I have a career to think about, and I'm not trying to have kids right now. Everyone loves
Rusev
me."
crush.
Exactly.
pussy.
He's not a player. He just crushes a lot.
He doesn't wear socks or condoms.
And but it's like
Love you, Lana. Time.
the ironic thing is, okay, so you're mad at your husband because he wants to fuck all the time. So now you're fucking big bad Bobby Lashley. Like even the announcers called him a bull at one point. It's just like
God, he's built like a bull. Say he looks like a bull, damn it. Say it.
I don't know how much, black bull cuckold porn you guys watch, but that's a big trope
Yeah.
that people are into.
Yeah, he had her in gorilla position.
That's for damn sure. But anyway, so it's Team Hogan, Roman Reigns, Rusev, Ricochet, Shorty G, and Ali
Mhm.
versus Team Flair, Randy Orton, King Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Drew McIntyre.
Wow.
What do you think, champ?
First of all, I just think it's bad that Shinsuke's involved in that. Like,
I feel sad for everyone involved
boy.
in this.
But anyway, I'm gonna. Do I make? First of all, I think it's bad.
Extra points if you decide whether or not Ric Flair is going to die in the 91 degree heat that they're going to have this old man running around in.
I hope they don't have either of them running around. That's gonna be a hard flight for him too. Poor guy.
Horrible.
Horrible. His heart's made of like that tissue paper that you put in a gift bag.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with Team Hogan on this one.
I agree.
Yeah.
These things are glorified house shows, and the main event is going to be
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Team Hogan.
Team Flair.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Okay.
Silk the Shocker over here.
Braun. This is very interesting. Braun Strowman versus Tyson Fury.
In just a wrestling match.
Just a one-on-one singles match. Special attraction.
Huh. Well,
This is a tough one for me
This is
because
a
I'm like,
tough
I don't know what the end game is here.
I can make my pick.
Well, Tony's the champ. Let him do his thing.
It's not.
I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman on this. I think you have
Yeah.
to protect your wrestlers, and even though Tyson Fury, it's great, but then again, man, I just can't picture Tyson just taking a paycheck to lose to someone. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman.
Okay, Josh.
I'm going Tyson Fury. He's undefeated in boxing. They're not going to have him lose and tank that boxing record.
That's a fair point. I mean, they let Floyd Mayweather knock Big Show clean the fuck out.
Yeah, but
And also, it's like,
they didn't let him win in a pro wrestling match.
no, it was a wrestling match.
Wait,
And he had help, but he beat him. But it was at
he
WrestleMania.
pinned him.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be some kind of
There was interference. It made
interference.
Big Show get to his knees, and once he was down on his knees, Floyd KO'd him.
Huh.
And I feel like we're probably going to get something like that, so I'm going to go with Tyson Fury.
Okay.
We'll save the even more difficult one. Mansoor, the one who won, he won some tournament or something at the last one, right?
I can still switch, right?
You can.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Tyson Fury.
He's the guy who won the greatest Royal Rumble.
That's
once,
right. That's right.
Earlier this year.
Mansoor, who won the greatest Royal Rumble in
Because
Jeddah.
they just need the press. They got him for press. They're gonna use him for press.
Yeah, I
Tyson
feel like-
Fury wins wrestling match. If he loses, it just doesn't get the same coverage
Doesn't
on
do anything for him.
ESPN, and that's what they want.
This Mansoor guy has been used, I think, maybe twice on NXT TV since winning the greatest Royal Rumble.
Half man, half dinosaur, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
And he's fighting Cesaro in a singles match. I don't think they booked this match unless Mansoor wins, but what do you think?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. Who's Mansoor?
He's the hometown Saudi Arabian guy.
Yeah, he's a Saudi Arabia.
He won the
guy.
greatest Royal Rumble.
Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What's his name?
Mansoor.
All right. There you go. You too, Josh?
Why would it pick Cesaro?
I don't know.
He
Cesaro
always
Yeah,
loses.
he loses every time.
Cesaro loses every single match. You never pick him.
Yeah, his career's going around in circles.
He's the Cleveland Browns of WWE stars.
Wow.
Rich Eisen says the Cleveland Browns are going to win 6 in a row. You don't believe him?
Nope.
All right. In the longest match name in fucking recorded history,
Ooh.
How long?
the 9-team tag team turmoil match for the WWE World Cup to determine who the best tag team in the world is.
Wow.
They have said that complete sentence every time they've mentioned this match.
Wow.
I feel like somehow Shane McMahon will win this.
You right? And he's not even in the match. It's the New Day. It's Biggie and Kofi Kingston because unfortunately Xavier Woods tore his fucking Achilles and is going to be out for a long time.
Oh no.
Just in time for the entire threesome tape of Paige to come out, by the way.
He
But
tore his Achilles?
Yeah.
Wow, he finally turned heel.
yeah, that's right. Versus the Viking Raiders, versus Heavy Machinery, versus Lucha House Party, versus Hawkins and Ryder, versus the Revival, versus the original club, Gallows and Anderson, versus Ziggler and Rude,
Oh my god.
versus the B Team.
Ah.
Who you got? Who's going to be crowned the best tag team in the world?
I ain't going nuts to butts with that.
Who says
You know what?
this?
I'm going to let my pal Vince McMahon make this pick.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
But that's not fair. He booked this show.
Vince, who's gonna win this?
That's why he keeps winning the title.
Who's gonna win this 6-man tag match to determine the number one contender for the
9-team,
future championship
18 men
of the
in a
World
fucking
Cup
match.
of the United States of America?
The winner will be the Viking Experience.
We're not even- It's the Viking Raiders.
Fuck. I really need to start watching my own program.
Football season's coming for you, man.
My nose is a beige cotton ball.
It's true. So Viking experience Raiders. You got me doing it.
You said 18 guys.
18 guys.
Are
Very-
you sure that Pat Patterson
I'm
did not
positive
come up
that
with
he
this
came
match?
up with. He's coming just in a different way when this thing airs.
It's like, oh, we can
All
get
that beef, yeah.
we can get 2 Royal Rumbles and 18 guys in the ring together.
It's gonna be 91 degrees there. Nothing but sweat and men and beef. 18 men. Oh God.
It's gonna be in
I'm gonna ref it.
He's gonna be in gorilla position and doggy style.
Yeah.
What do you think he likes more, like Royal Rumble matches or like lumberjack matches?
Oh my God, definitely lumberjack
Oh,
matches.
yeah.
Patty's in the fucking flannel. You better believe
Oh
that.
yeah. He loved the old nightstick match. He loved nails.
Who you got, Josh? I got the Revival.
Wow.
Going
You
with the
said Revival in there?
You need me to go over this team?
I don't even remember you saying Revival.
The New Day, the Viking Raiders, Heavy Machinery, Lucha House Party, Hawkins and Ryder, the Revival, the OC, Ziggler and Rude, the B Team.
I have voices in my head. They
What the
talk
fuck?
to me.
You make a pick. I gotta think about this.
I made
a
my
little bit.
pick. I said the Revival.
Oh yeah, you did.
He said the Viking Raiders.
Ziggler and Rude.
Really?
Whoa.
I like
Ziggler
that.
and Rude.
I like that pick.
Wow.
Again,
Who
what
gives
the
a fuck?
Seth?
Either way.
Okay, wait. Yeah, speaking of who gives a fuck, there's a 20-man battle royal. The winner faces AJ Styles for the U.S. Championship.
Wait, Pat Patterson made 2 matches?
Yeah, that's right. He's
Wait, what
really
is this
involved in
again?
this. There's a 20-man battle royal.
Oh my God.
The winner faces
In a sauna.
yes, the winner faces AJ Styles for the United States Championship. Sunil Singh, Mojo Rawley. Oh my God, just jabrones. Eric Rowan, R-Truth, Sin Cara, Brian Kendrick.
Hey guys.
Oh my God, Sister Abigail.
Sorry to interrupt, but
What?
I hear you mentioning a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I bet.
Uh-huh.
It's good to be here.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, just wanted to make a little announcement on the show.
Really?
Yeah,
Tell us.
you'll never believe this, but I'm gonna be coming to the Comedy Store soon.
Is that right?
Yeah, you wanna know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna come to Storecade
Oh,
November 23rd.
That's
and the
right.
main room tickets available now.
we'll be there.
Yeah, a bunch of cool people are gonna be there.
All right.
You know what one of the parts of the VIP experience is? If you get a package deal on tickets.
Tell me.
Yeah, you get the package, I find your package.
Oh.
That's the deal.
Yuck.
Yeah. I'm
We
gonna
are-
suck their dicks.
Oh, you heard it here first, guys. Hepatitis comes with your package.
That's
If
right. I'll hepatitis C you there.
you...
Do you have to change the website and add that?
I think that's just implied.
Includes rose tickets and hepatitis?
That's for subscribers only.
I'm already on the flyer, but you just can't see me with human eyes.
That's right, you're a ghost.
Yeah. Let me tell you something that I've never told you before.
Mm.
These blowjobs that I give are less toothy than that T-shirt from Jordan Miles.
Do you think your blowjobs could stand up to Joey Ryan's dick?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
You know. Yes.
All right.
And there's only one way to find out.
That's right.
That's by letting me suck his dick.
Yes.
Do me a favor, Chris. Keep naming the people in this 20-man battle royal.
You got it. It's Sunil Singh,
Sucked his dick.
Mojo Rawley,
I sucked his dick.
Eric Rowan,
Sucked his dick.
R-Truth,
Yeah.
Sin Cara,
Sucked it.
the Brian Kendrick,
Sucked it.
Titus O'Neil,
Sucked it.
Tony Nese,
Sucked his dick.
Akira Tozawa,
Dick.
Sheldon Benjamin,
My
Apollo Cruz,
mouth.
Buddy Murphy,
Hell.
Andrade,
The
Drake Maverick,
dicks.
Eric Young,
Dick.
Luke Harper,
Sucked it.
Cedric
Sucked his
Alexander,
dick.
Heath Slater,
Sucked it.
Humberto Carrillo,
Oh, yeah.
and No Way Jose.
Well, that actually, I haven't sucked his dick yet.
Really?
Yeah. No way, Jose.
Is that your pick?
Yeah. Anyway,
What a bunch of fucking. I mean, good lord. I mean, this is just a reading list of people who are barely on television.
Do we have to make picks for this event?
I mean, yeah.
It's so bad.
It is what it is, man. Who you got, Tony? Do I got to go over that list again?
back to you guys.
Thank you, sister. Fucking it.
Yeah, there was someone there in the middle I think can win this thing.
Unbelievable.
It's gonna be I'm gonna go with
It's just a bunch of guys who don't have T-shirts on www.shop.com.
Jeez, I mean, it's a shame they won't give it to Luke Harper.
Oh, yeah, highly doubt that.
It's just a shame. But I'm going to go with my final answer will be I'm going to go Eric Rowan.
Nice.
Guess I have to.
All right.
I was going with the exact same guy.
Really?
Eric Rowan.
Rowan. Okay. Interesting.
It helps elevate him just a little bit if they continue this Roman Reigns promo.
I'm
thing.
going with Cedric Alexander. Yep. I'm picking Cedric Alexander.
You ever meet a white guy named Cedric?
Yes.
Really?
He was French.
Oh.
Cedric Ebinero. He was my
Ooh.
fucking Latin teacher. in
That's a
high
cool
school.
name.
I know a Latino named Cedric.
Do you?
Yeah, guys from the singer from Mars Volta.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
wow.
His name is Cedric.
Oh, and then the winner is gonna face AJ Styles right then and there after the Battle Royal. There you go. So we don't got to pick that.
So, but we can go ahead and pick AJ's definitely going to win.
I
that.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natalia versus Lacey Evans in the first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia. How about that?
Interesting.
Do they have to cover their faces?
They got to cover their bodies.
Really?
That's a lot of body to cover.
Yeah, because Lacey, does the short shorts, and
She's
Natalia
great.
doesn't wear underwear.
Mm.
I always have to
How
bring
do you
up.
know that?
My
Mm.
sources.
Mm.
For all you fucks out there saying that, oh, Chris says opinion is fact. No. That's a fact. Look at her uniform.
God, I love that. I just love the thought of that. Yeah. It's interesting.
I
Like,
wasn't
mean,
mad at
it's-
the Natalia Charlotte Flair tag team on Raw.
Finding
actually.
out that a girl doesn't wear underwear underneath whatever she's wearing
Yeah.
elevates her 3 to 4 points automatically, right?
It's really.
Oh, you were a 6, now you're a 10. You're 5, now you're a 9.
But that shows like the double standard in gender inequality, right? It's like a woman's like, oh, I just took my panties off.
Yeah.
You're like, yes.
Yeah.
The dude's like, hey,
Oh,
I just
yeah.
took my fucking jaw. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, fun
Sometimes
fact,
you forget you're an animal
Call
until
the
you hear
police.
something like that.
Yeah. Your Tex
No
Avery
underwear.
cartoon.
mankind didn't wear underwear.
Oh,
When you
What?
pull out
stop
the
it.
sock.
Ew.
Oh, no. You stop it. That's
How do you think he held the
disgusting.
sock in place? He definitely wore
He,
underwear.
he definitely had
The sock
something.
was the underwear.
He had something over his dude love.
Who you got, Lacey or Natalia?
Saw one of his cactus needles. Anyway, I'm gonna go with that.
Cactus
It's
cack.
an interesting one. I'm a huge Lacey Evans fan. I wish she would win. That would be great. But this is, you know what I mean. This is fucking the Middle East. I'm gonna go with Natalia.
I think, yeah, she's got the name recognition. She's a heart. She's doing the fucking. She's gonna tap her out, the sharpshooter. People want to see the sharpshooter.
Natty Ice.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, you know, I like in this one.
Hmm.
Natalia.
Really? Why?
Because I used to hook up with Stu in his dungeon.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Wow, you've been dead a long time.
yeah. I was there before there were brand splits.
Oh, no, for sure.
I don't like splits. I
No?
like swallows.
Oh, that was stupid. Dynamite drop in there. All right, and then again, just fucking difficult. Seth Rollins defending his Universal Championship against the Fiend Bray Wyatt in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Match cannot be stopped for any reason. Who you got, Tony? In the match that definitely should not be happening.
You said it, pal. This match should not be happening.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. It's unbelievable. But clearly, whichever rich little fancy Saudi prince's birthday party this is,
Yeah.
gets to call the shots. So, and it's so funny that they make it clear that it's for the Universal Championship,
Yes.
but falls count anywhere,
Yep.
and it can't be stopped.
Yep.
So, yeah, if they didn't have all 3 of those magical things back to back, I would say the Fiend, and I'd be happy about my pick.
Yep.
But since they have all 3 like that lined up, and they've already shown they have the balls to do it,
And gave us a little preview on Monday Night Raw where Seth Rollins pinned Eric Rowan by literally putting a goddamn what is those trucks that move the fucking pallets?
Forklift?
Yeah,
Yeah.
putting a forklift on top of him so that he couldn't get up.
yeah, was Johnny Scortis driving it?
Yes, actually.
It was in the warehouse.
It was in the valley in the warehouse.
So even though it shouldn't go this way, and there shouldn't be a match, it shouldn't end this way, I will pick Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I think so too. I just don't see them
Seth as
changing a
well.
big title at this thing. And with
Let's
the
take
rules,
note to figure out to acknowledge that they're figuring out a way to take air out of the great Bray Wyatt balloon.
yeah, moment of silence for that. But
Not over
It's not
at
over.
all,
It's
but
not over.
they're for some reason they're
They like
they're-
to make it hard on Bray.
throttling back.
You know who is over? George Witherspoon.
Yeah, super over, man. And then another tough one for me. Brock Lesnar defends the WWE Championship against Cain Velasquez. Tony, another tough one.
So, is this for the championship?
Yes,
Oh God, this is so weird.
such a weird card. And how do you? My thing is, how do you get this? And you do it in Saudi Arabia. Like, why wouldn't you do this? That's an easy Survivor Series, Rumble, Mania
I'm
match.
telling you, these guys spend so much money.
Yeah.
They
And-
make more money in a day than
And talk about a match that
America.
doesn't need the title involved. You know what I mean? It's a story enough to like, oh, this guy kicked the shit out of Brock Lesnar in the UFC. Now he's here to defend Rey Mysterio's honor. Why does the championship need to be caught up in that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because are they going to give Cain Velasquez the WWE title? Probably not.
Exactly. It's like, again, this is one that would make sense for them to have a long-term storyline where Cain wins this one.
Yep.
But can you really give Cain the championship on his first ever
Right.
WWE match?
But then he can win by DQ, by,
He can?
shenanigans. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just a singles match,
Right.
which sucks. I mean, it should just be a definitive winner.
I'm going to go with Cain Velasquez.
What do you think, Josh?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
And also, something we didn't consider for Crown Jewel is during Bray Wyatt, during the Fiend, what if Undertaker shows up?
That's still a possibility. Still a possibility.
I don't think so. I don't think they're having The Undertaker back in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be there either. So you're picking Brock.
I'm picking Brock, though.
I think I got to pick Kane, too. I think I got to pick Kane. It just, again, it's like, it's very much the Tyson Fury thing. You bring him in to lose his first match. I don't think he wins the title, but I think he wins. And that's going to be Crown Jewel 2019, guys. Excited? Ready? Woo! I'll tell you what I am excited about. November 23rd, baby. Storecade, listen. This is a history-making event. This is a one-of-a-kind situation. You get to say that you're going to be at the first ever live wrestling event, live pro wrestling event here at the world-famous Comedy Store, one of the most iconic venues in the world, one of the most special cards. Look at the talent. It's just fucking stacked. It's stacked. It's absolutely stacked. So, go to Hollywood.thecomedystore.com, not just comedystore.com, Hollywood.thecomedystore.com. Get your tickets November 23rd, Storecade, okay? Enzo, Luchasaurus, Joey Ryan, fucking Brian Pillman Jr., David Arquette, the Lucha Brothers. I mean, come on. Come on. It's going to be unbelievable. All, again, paired with a fucking roast of a wrestling legend right before. Tony's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Josh is going to be there.
A lot of
Johnny's
great
gonna be there.
comedians, a
Matt's
lot
gonna
of
be
big
there.
surprises.
Absolutely.
I mean, everything's legit. Professional announcer, very special guest commentator.
Yeah,
signed on.
That's right. That's right.
And we're going to have a bunch of CBD.
Absolutely. A bunch of CBDs to
Infinite
give out.
CBD presents
Storecade.
Storecade.
That's it. Storecade 1. Don't say you missed out on this because of some dumb shit. Get your tickets. Make it happen. Less than a month away, guys. Let's do this.
And the sponsors are super cool. There's going to be giveaways. There's a lot of fun stuff happening, and their products are amazing. I use them. Everybody I know that ever has a problem uses them. They're great for anxiety, depression, your sore back, anything. The topical stuff's great, locational, and for your mind. And one of the cool things I do is early morning, instead of just chugging coffee all day, I like to use my coffee for a second wind now in the day. To start my morning, I take an Infinite CBD with caffeine pill. Gives me focus and energy, and I can drink juice and water, and you feel great. It's just a great overall product, and I really believe in it. So that's Infinite CBD, and we're very lucky and excited to have them come on as sponsors for this show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So be there or be fucking square. Where can they find you in the meantime, Tony? What else is going on?
I'm going to Washington, D.C. next week. Doing 6 shows, 4 stand-up shows and 2 Kill Tonys. Some of the cast of Kill Tony doing guest spots on those stand-up shows, and then we're doing the Gramercy Theater in New York City, November 10th. This weekend I have it off. I'm going to New York City to watch Nate Diaz fight Jorge Masvidal, my favorite pro wrestler in the world, Nate Diaz.
Yes.
He's in the UFC, has never fought in pro wrestling, but he's the greatest character in sports or entertainment. So I'm really excited about that, and it's going to be fun. And then we're back here. I'll be back next week on this show. And then, I'm back.
Fantastic. Josh?
November 10th, La Jolla, California. It's me, Lucas Hurl, Punky Johnson, each doing 30-minute sets back to back to back. And then I'm going to be in Texas, Houston, Dallas, Plano, and Fort Worth, Plano in December. And I'll be all over Indiana. I'll be in Indianapolis for New Year's Eve, which will be great.
With Paulie?
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic.
There's Kill Tony's too. I forgot to mention. We just announced Cleveland, Columbus, and Pittsburgh.
Cleveland, no doubt. And then my Matt Black brother, Matt Edgar, asked me to plug that he's doing his album recording in New York City at the Gramercy during New York Comedy Festival, Monday the 4th at 7 and 9. That's November 4th and November 7th November 4th at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m.
He's doing the Gramercy?
At the Gramercy in New York during the New York Comedy Festival. $10 promo code if you type in Yucca when you buy tickets. YUCCA. And he wrote, he'll suck a dick. I don't know if that means if you come to the show, he'll suck your dick, or if he's telling me he's going to suck mine for plugging.
I think he'll just suck any dick.
That's probably true. You can find me at Chris_please on all the social media stuff. So if you want to keep up with what I got going on, I got some shows coming up in New York that I'm producing November 13th and 15th at both locations of New York Comedy Club. Check that out if you're on the East Coast.
That's where he's at.
He's at the Gramercy.
He's at the New York Comedy Club in Gramercy.
New York
Yeah.
Comedy.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
The
Yeah.
location.
Yeah, that's a
Gramercy's
different
the
thing.
location.
Oh, my bad. He just wrote Gramercy at New York Comedy Festival. Is what he wrote.
He wrote that too. It's a whole. It is confusing.
For
I'm
sure.
reading it too.
Got it. All right.
But it's Monday the 4th at 7 and 9 at the New York Comedy Club in Gramercy for the New York Comedy Festival.
There you
$10 promo code Yucca.
Love it. Go check out Matt Edgar.
He'll suck your dick.
Go check out us at Store Horsemen. Go to the Patreon page. Become a patron. Give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us all the love. We're giving it back to you because that's what this show is about. If you haven't noticed the last few weeks, it's
this
all
show
about
isn't
the
about
love.
fighting.
It's all about the love, baby.
All about love.
So remember that and never forget. Store Horsemen, your hookup. Holla if you hear us. Oh.